You guys, I am so glad to finally make a curly hair video that I love for you all. I've made 2 in the past, and with one issue or the other, I'm always kind of hesitant to send the link when you guys request it. But this video is my most highly requested video, and I show you all my tips and secrets on how to get my voluminous, bouncy curls, so keep watching. Okay, so I have showered earlier today and my hair is a little damp still. You definitely want your hair to be as wet as possible when styling your curls because this helps eliminate frizz. As you can see, my hair is already starting to frizz out. So if you are someone whose hair dries really quickly, re-wetting once you get out of the shower is really important. On the flip side, I do know some people who put their product in the shower to kind of get on top of the same problem. So I'm gonna take my water and spritz everything down. While I wet my hair, I wanna talk about what my process is in the shower. So I typically shampoo with either like my clarifying Divi shampoo or a Weedod. It's like a more of a nourishing conditioning shampoo. And then I usually shampoo twice to get all of the buildup off of my scalp. I don't wash my hair as often, but when I do, I wanna make sure to really cleanse my scalp and hair well. So massage all of the shampoo into the scalp. Don't worry about your mids or ends. Whenever you rinse the shampoo out of your hair, that's gonna clean your mids and ends as it runs through. So first shampoo, then I'll condition. And again, with the nourishing, depending on how dry my hair is and what I feel like it needs, I'll either use the Olaplex, I think it's the number 8, it's the nourishing hair mask, or I'll use Weedod. They have other nourishing conditioners. A lot of times I use the Moroccan oil brand. That's what I'm currently using. It's a curl defining conditioner from them. And once that conditioner is in my hair, I'm really focusing that on the mids and ends and make sure my hair is really saturated. I usually twist it up and clip it with a claw clip. If you're looking for a claw clip, I know of a great brand. After that, I'll just go throughout the rest of my shower, do what I need to do, and either rinse it out at the end, or sometimes I'll leave the hair mask in and sleep in it or do some chores around the house. So get out of the shower, and that's kind of where I began with, depending on how dry your hair gets or how quick it dries out, you may want to re-wet it or just pretty quickly get to your hairstyling process. One thing I want to note, and this is a pretty common curly girl piece of information, you never want to wrap your hair up in a cotton towel. You always want to use, or excuse me, yeah, I think it's a cotton towel, but anyway, the fibers of the towel kind of grab your hair and cause it to be extra frizzy. Whereas if you use a microfiber towel or even just a cotton t-shirt, those make your hair a lot less frizzy. So love using those. I'd recommend grabbing an old t-shirt and doing the same. Before I get too carried away, I'll finish wetting down my hair. I'm even gonna flip my hair over and get the underside wet. Now that my hair is pretty wet, I'm gonna go ahead and put my product in. One thing that I wanna explain to you all is to make sure that your hair can have those beautiful curls that are more ringlety and not too like separated and stringy, you wanna brush and comb your hair as little as possible. So what I usually do is when I'm in the shower and I have my conditioner in my hair, I'll use a wide tooth comb through my hair, and then that's when I'll clip it up after I've combed through it. Keep that in mind. Once you get out of the shower, typically all I'll do is run my fingers through it. Okay, so depending on the time of year and how thirsty your hair is will depend on whether or not I use a leave-in conditioner once I get out of the shower. I love this, it's like the Bum Bum Cream, but a leave-in conditioner version. The scent is something that Josie and I and all of our friends are obsessed with. So pretty much anytime I can put this scent on my body. I try to. That said, I'm gonna go ahead and spritz a little bit of this leave-in conditioner in my hair, focusing it on the mids and the ends. It smells so good. Just a little bit is all I need there. And then I'm gonna take my Curl Shaper Take Shape Plumping and Defining Cream. And what I do is I usually just scoop it out with my fingers about that much, kind of rub it in my hands, flip my head over, and then kind of shape my hands along, like down my hair to make sure it's nice and saturated. I believe the Curly Girl method talks about the praying hands. So kind of use your praying hands and move down your hair, putting that curl product into the hair shaft. Make sure to get your roots. Usually when I go get my hair cut or something like that, my stylist does a fantastic job, but getting the root is something that's kind of hard to do if you're not flipping your head over and making sure you have product on your fingertips and really moving your fingertips along your scalp to make sure that's nice and in there. Now that I've put my curl cream, I'm gonna move on to my gel. This is the Weedod Advanced Climate Control Heat and Humidity Gel. I use quite a bit. That's basically like 2/4 size amounts in my hands. And then this is the first amount that I'll go ahead and put in my hair. So the first time I focused it kind of mids to ends. This time I'm focusing the product with my hair flipped up like this, kind of on my roots, smoothing everything down and back, kind of roughing it up a little bit. And then my third and final amount of the gel, I'm gonna scrunch onto my ends. Now, this amount of gel, it might seem like a lot, it might seem like a little bit. This is totally dependent on how thick your hair is and the curl type that you have. So just play with your amounts of gel to kind of figure out what's the right ratio for you. Now, I hope you guys can hear the squish sound. You want there to be a squish sound. If there's not, then you need more moisture in your hair. Need more water and product, most likely. Okay, so now my hair is nice and scrunched. It's got all my product in there, and I'm gonna flip my head over and begin diffusing it. I like to do it on full volume, full heat, but that's just me. If you want more curated curls that are really defined and beautiful and you've got the time, I recommend doing a lower air setting and still that high heat. One thing I want to mention is usually I'll kind of put my fingers at my roots, especially in the front, and kind of pull up a little bit, and that just adds a little bit of volume. If you want a super defined ringlety curl, you may decide not to do that, but this helps me get my hair off my head a little bit and add more volume. Okay, so now is the point in styling my hair when I will begin to use hairspray. You can usually tell when your hair has reached that point. It's about 80 to 90% dry, and it starts to feel really soft. And to me, I have learned to be able to feel the difference of when my hair is gonna get frizzy. versus when it has enough product in there. So kind of learn that for yourself with your own hair, but I will take one of my favorite products, which is the Kenra, it's the number 14 dry oil control spray. So it's not the oil conditioning mist. It comes in a similar bottle, so be sure to make a note of that because this one does say control, and it adds that control and a little bit of hold to your hair. So I'll just spray this throughout. Flip my head over and spray it on the back of my hair. As you can see, I use a lot. You might feel like you're in a cloud of hairspray for a minute. And then I'll finish diffusing. Another little saying that I usually use when drying my hair is scrunch the crunch. So if you feel any crunchiness left over from the product that you've put in, just scrunch that out and kind of break that product up to where your hair still has that really touchable, effortless feel. Okay, so now that my hair is about 99% dry, and I know that's an awfully specific number, but I know that it's that number because my hair is mostly dry. There's just a few spots that are slightly damp. I'm gonna take my hairspray again, spray it all over, and then do one last go round with my hair dryer. I'm gonna put my hair dryer on the coldest setting or the cool shot for this so that it can close the cuticles to my hair and really lock in that style. It makes it extra shiny when you close your cuticle, so whether it's your shower or your hair dryer, I recommend the last few seconds that your hair is under the water or, feeling that air, that you do the coldest setting so that it closes all your follicles, I guess is the word for it. So let's do that and then I'll touch base again. Okay, so I just did the cool shot on my hair, and now depending on how your hair feels, I just can tell it's kind of the weather and everything. I'm gonna add one more spray of hairspray. You might think it's excessive, but works for me. Okay, an optional thing that I sometimes do if my hair is really lacking volume is I will use a root powder. So this is the Osis number 1 Dust It, and you can just dust this, kind of lift your hair up, dust it on your roots a little bit, and then kind of move it in, and that really helps lift up your hair when you do it all over. So those are my favorite products and how I style out my curly hair. Thank you guys for watching to the end. I know this is a highly requested video, so I'm so glad that I was able to make it for you.